Alright guys, welcome to episode 8, season 0 of 7 Days to Die. We're starting a bit early because you can't really see him, but there's this other zombie right here, and he came running up the side of my building and into my house, and just called down, it sounds like, an enormous amount of zombies underneath me. At least one down there, so this is pretty awful. Let's get goals, ladies and gents. Hopefully he won't take out my food source. Actually, hopefully it won't happen as there's quite a few on me coming up. It is very nearly morning. I meant to get a lot done, but things happen. Onwards and upwards. Lighting up the case last night, putting all my food away, getting this scrap iron in the thing. Not how it worked out. Hopefully, we'll get enough of this inside these crates so I can go downstairs and start dealing with this problem. You can hear they slowed down. It's incredible. I hear spiders. Wish me luck, boys. Oh, okay. Oh, this is my worst. Okay. Well, that was awful. Thankfully, I have anybody right upstairs, so that's not gonna be. There's some unreasonable zombies going on. I can hear more than I can see. It's weird. Like, there's these guys up here. That's great. Whatever. That animation, I'm telling you, it's the worst. But, yep. This is why we always leave that space for things to happen. I always tell you guys, okay, so something goes now. Oh, dang it. Get out of here, Frolic. Nobody got time for you. So, this is a little bit bigger than I was hoping to deal with, and I'm bleeding. So I need to get that bandage on pretty quick. You get a little bit hung up when you're bleeding. You tend to forget. This is a time where it might be better to just go ahead and have the guns be a problem for you. Because I could be taking all these guys out pretty quickly. I mean, the downside, like I've said before, is that once you fall down on a brand new horde, I don't think it's worth it. Not all the time. I went a little bit past there. I scroll when I do it. I don't hit the numbers. I think it's just faster a lot of the time. I know some people don't agree with me. In fact, I've had arguments about this. Not just in this game, but in other games too. Oh, you college jerk. He was really well camouflaged, guys. I did not even see him. Good thing. Followed KJ4A's advice. I've watched him for a really long time. He's giving me some of the best advice there is. I don't know what else to tell you guys about that one. Upstairs and knock out this infection. That stamina drain is terrible. So that was pretty exciting, huh? Look at this. Did you really destruct? Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's like, I will come inside. Would you let me inside? You're rude. You're just gonna chill out. It's not my reason. Once I get there, I got my own toilet. So it's a problem. Oh, you broke the other half of my cooler? You're a jerk. Alright. Is it just you guys? That stamina drain, I'm telling you. Alright. Things got intense there for a minute. I don't feel like dealing with you. I know I told you guys never to fire from the hip like that, but look, I am allowed to make decisions. Stupid or not, I'm an adult. But yeah, you can do it, obviously. You need to aim just a little off to the left side, which is like here, if you're aiming for that. Actually, if you're aiming right for the middle of this one, probably just like right there. It's very difficult to do. It's not worth the trouble you're going to go through. Why did I do that? Not worth the trouble you're going to go through trying to hit that aiming spot. It's just that sweet spot is so small. By the time you actually get to it, it's pointless. This is why I don't like building in buildings, by the way, guys. They're really easy to get into. You don't have any control over what the walls are made of. I prefer to have my own personal storage of humanity. Yes. You heard it here, guys. Irish Vampire, 2015. Houses are actually storage of humanity. Very, very questionable. Anyway, that's right. Look, I knew there was a reason I was up here. You guys don't know my life. Blood bag. Stand here. Eat that antibiotic. Nom 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 nom. Penicillin. So tasty. Did I just hear someone scream at me? Better not let me find you, zombie. I will kill you. In the worst ways possible. It'd be just my luck to like walk off the side of one of these buildings while I'm being smartass. Well guys, that's another decision. I've been debating back and forth whether or not to try to keep my stream as PG as possible. Stream my videos as PG as possible. Like, you want to, because you know it's not just adults who watch your streams. It's gonna be kids too. Here is my issue with that. If you don't want your kid saying things that I say because you're afraid of what they're gonna watch, first of all, why are you letting them on the internet? Second of all, I can't be responsible for everybody's life. Okay? I can be responsible for mine. And while I am going to do my best not to just say it all the time, or just blurt out things like that, it's gonna happen from time to time. I'm an adult. This is an adult stream. Don't know if you've noticed this yet. Kind of an adult game. So yeah, it's gonna happen. So as I mentally recover from what just happened, I'm going to get back into the swing of things. I have not had much time to recover at all. I really, really badly want to pour myself a glass of soda and get a drink. Or at the same time, burning daylight dukes. So, if my throat gets a little dry, or I do have to stop and pause the video for a minute, just try not to think too well of me for that. Okay. Let's go ahead and throw one more in there. Prepare. Again, this thing, it's got to be in good shape. The last thing you want to do is get into a fight, and I'm gonna hit you in the head with my sword. Oh, I don't have a sword anymore. It broke on your face. What happened? Oh, is that a sword of your own? Why is it coming at me? See what I mean? It's just not a good thing. You end up sounding like a cliche comedy movie. That's what happens. Yeah, I know. Nothing worse than that. I mean, sure, you're gonna die, but is that really worse than sounding like a cliche? Oh, I am. When did I? Alright. Whatever. It's not a big deal. I can fix this. So yeah. Prefabs. We went over those. I'm super excited about the hospital. I don't know what you guys are excited about. But they announced the grocery stores at Shamway. I could not be less excited about a Shamway store. Like, I know they're going to have a bunch of other stuff in there, not just Sham. But they specifically mentioned Sham sandwiches, and unless they're adding a moldy bread recipe for that, get that out of here. I don't want anything to do with that. That is the dumbest. I hate Sham sandwiches. Like, if you're panicking and you really badly need the food, I get it. I cannot stand them. Because I won't. I won't, guys. I won't eat it. And I know they modeled it after Spam. Does not help that. Not even a little bit. So I have a few other things here that are worth mentioning. But mostly we've covered it. I'm sorry it took so long, guys. It took me 3 videos to cover that because I was just being silly, honestly. This is truth. So the first one, probably the one that a lot of you are going to be super excited about. They are adding cave systems. Yes. Now you can pretend it's Minecraft with better zombies. Cave systems. By the way, devs, listen to me. I want you to look me... Suppose you can't look me in the eyes. But I want you to imagine you're looking me in the eyes right now. I want this made very clear. If you add a creeper, or something creeper-like, I'm gonna smack you. I'm gonna smack you repeatedly. See the way I just smacked that guy down? That's what's gonna happen. I feel like you're mocking me. Did you see that sandwich, guys? Are you laughing at me? Okay. But yeah, they're gonna be adding cave systems. I gotta be honest. I have no idea what that's gonna mean for the game. It kind of just sounds like cliff bases, what cliff bases are now. An easy way to get underground and start mining. Only it's gonna be terrifying because there could be zombies inside. Because, you know, it's not like zombies could be anywhere else at this point. Anywhere. I really wish they would find the system, by the way. The spawning system is great, except for when it spawns zombies right on top of you. After today, KJ48 is the open server. If you don't know what that is, Cage rents a server, and he lets his viewers play on it during some of his streams. Well, today he had someone standing in, Night Wrath, who I will put in the spotlight, or showcase, I believe is what I said I'm going to call it. Showcase. He was filling in for Cage today. So me and 4 or 5 people, no, it was 3 of us total. Not 3 of us total, 3 other people total. 4 if you include me. Did that deer just teleport sideways? You jerk. But no, there was 4 of us total. And we went to go check out this building because we were playing inside Novice King County. Which, if you don't know what that is, we're playing procedurally generated world, or random gen world, if you want to call it that. Which means the world is random. It's endless. You can find anything around any corner. You never know what's going to happen. I think that's the way pretty much everyone I know prefers to play it. But there is the preset world, the story-driven world that was in existence before random gen was really a thing. That place was Novice Game County, Arizona, so it's just called Novice Game. When you go to make a world, there's 3 options there. I think I went over it in my very first video with this, but honestly, it's been a while, and a lot has happened. So if you want to make sure, that's your business. I think I just moused over it though, so it doesn't really bring down the options. But it has creative, survival, random gen, or survival SP, which is a random gen world. And then it has the Novice Game map. Novice Game is great. I don't like it. It has very... Look, I'll go back to what bugged me about it in the very beginning. Even before there was random gen at all, there were there's a set number of places in the world to live. I'm running really low in lives. And because of that, you get people heading to the same place, which is great, because if you remember from your videos, like where's where and what's going on, that's awesome. You'll be able to go and go exactly where somebody's going. Somebody says, hey, we're going to Gravetown. You know what Gravetown is. You can go there. It's awesome. I never played Novice Game. I owned the game back then. I didn't own a computer that was good enough to play it. This is what the truth about that one is. Yeah, that's right. You heard me say it. I bought a game that my computer can play. Actually, I bought several in the end because I knew this one was coming. But yeah, it's not my map. It's just not my favorite. Some maps are great, but in my opinion, they're a lot like stories. If you play a story-driven game, for example, I love Arkham City. Huge Batman fan. Huge. Super excited for Arkham Knight, the next one in the series. But once you play the game, unless you want to go through and find specific things, or try out the character models or whatever, the trophies, once you beat the story, it's over. That's the end of the game. Good job. Pat yourself in the back, and congratulate yourself for selling out, what is it, $60 of gameplay. Cool. Awesome job, guys. I picked it up for $5, Arkham City, that is, recently, because it was on sale. And it's kind of an older game now. I also picked up, what was it? Perfect. I also picked up a couple other things. I can't remember what it was. Oh, Arkham Origins, by the way. Arkham Origins, not made by the same studio. Arkham Origins is awful. The story is great. The gameplay mechanics, horrifying. They made me so furious that when I finished the game, I turned it off and uninstalled it. I cannot leave a game unfinished most of the time, but as soon as I killed off the story, I was done. And I have no intention of going back, guys. But my point is, once you run out of story, it's over. You're done. You have nothing else to do with that system. It's a sad truth, but it's still the truth. I don't know what to say about it. So, that's why I don't like the Novice Game map here in 7 days. And why I prefer the procedurally generated random gen. Anyway, I have gone way off track with this story. Um, so anyway, we're playing the game, and we find a place to live. One of the other problems with the novice game map is how crowded it is, and almost every single building in the novice game map has a zombie spawner in it, or around it, immediately around it. That's my feelings on it, guys. No matter where you go, there's nowhere you're safe. There's nowhere. Your only choice is to build. And don't get me wrong, building is fun. I love it. But when you've had a horrible start to the game, it can become a problem. But anyway, we find a place to stay for the night, and we're waiting up, and we go outside, and we're like, okay, well, I saw this place over here that looked like a great place to start building and live. And that's wonderful, great, perfect. Yes, let's do that. So we start heading over there. Half of us were looting up the place where we were staying, which is on top of the high school, which is something that they don't have procedurally generated into the game yet. It's just a thing that happens on novice game. It's one of those buildings. I don't know why they don't procedurally generate them in. And I can't find this pig either, so whatever. But no, it's kind of sad. I like the high school. Gives you a lot of cool options. It's a cool place to go. It's a cool place to explore. They were looting it up like crazy while breaking their legs repeatedly, by the way. So we're going to stop this story for a quick second, and I will finish the story before I end this episode. But you see over here these three spider zombies. Those are the heat map zombies that'll call down a horde on you. On one hand, I want to just let them go. On the other hand, I don't want to let them just wander around until they find something and call it horde after horde after horde. So, we're going to be the most sneaky and misfire because I don't have any bullets. Good job. Anyway, so we gotta check out this other place, right? We're going. Hey, it looks safe. I think we can build here. It'll be fine. Blah, blah, blah. Nope, that's not the way that one went down. Again, remember what I said about me hitting that button? But, yeah. We go in there, and we think it's fun. So I head home to start grabbing stuff and moving stuff from the chests into the new place, right? We cleared it out, looked great. He was doing some work on the inside, one of the guys I play with over there, that we were living together. And so he's clearing out the shelving on the inside so we can start making houses. Or rooms, sorry, on the inside. Great plan. Okay, cool. I need to run back and get blah 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 from the house. Well, not such a great plan. Apparently, as soon as I left, 10 zombies spawned in on top of him and just beat him to death mercilessly. That was the only death that was actually, like, for real on the game. One of our other people, he spawned in and immediately got hit by something and died. Don't know what it was. There's no explanation. He was in the same spot that I spawned, like literally on top of his backpack. We cannot for the life of us figure out what happened. Gave up on it. So yeah, zombies spawning in on top of you. It becomes a problem. Expect it. Know that on Nova's game, no building is safe. None. Not a single one. Good lesson we learned today. So, I'm going to go ahead and call this episode here. This was episode 8 of 7 Days to Die, season 0. Thank you for joining me, and listening to me ramble on about stories and things that happen. I will see you for episode 9, which should take place immediately following this.